Good morning, Philippines. Hello, world. Okay. So, good morning, Philippines. Uy, laglag. Yan. Good morning, Philippines. Hello, world. This is Oscar, and this is Millennial Memo, personal stories of a millennial government employee living here in the province of Nueva Ecija. So, today is April... Malagi nalalaglag. Today is April 15. April 15, araw ng Lunes. Oops, medyo magulo. April 15, araw ng Lunes. Time check, it's 6:59. Maaga. So, medyo maaga-aga tayo ngayon at unang araw ng linggo. So, last week, I wasn't able to, perform such kind of videos because I was on leave. Naka-leave ako last week. And the whole week yun kasi meron tayong Valor Day, araw ng kagitingan, and Idil Fitr, end of Ramadan. So I took the chance to take a leave, no. Nag-leave ako no Monday, April 8, 9, 10 wala pasok. 11, 12 hindi na pumasok. So ayun, 1 week ng Dota, 1 week ng internet, 1 week na kung ano nang ginagawa. So yeah, I'm gonna share with you our latest or previous activities. Naka-monitor din naman ako during my during my leave. Ba? Parang di rin naka-leave, naka-monitor din. Anyway, last week nag-prepare sila ng proposal kasi ngayon magkakaroon kami ng pre-deployment meeting, and tomorrow UAT, and on Wednesday tuloy-tuloy na rin ang aming deployment. So ang pre-deployment meeting is about the reimbursement, travel expenses, petty cash reimbursement, yun. And also itatakal din mamaya yung IKES, yung sa DSWD na module. And also tomorrow is yung testing ng 1720 offices. Isa pagpapalakad na reimbursement, pagpapalakad ng petty cash, pagpapalakad ng cash advance, no? So di ko alam kung attend ako, hindi na siguro kasi hindi naman ako may hawak nun. Basta alam ko lang yung flow, I think ko matututunan ko naman. And yun ang aming activity this week. In previous week nga pala yun, nag-prepare kami ng project proposal, nagkaroon din kami sa business permit, sa cashier, and okay naman, naging maayos naman yung monitoring. May nagpadagdag ng fees and charges, nagkaroon ng migration sa zoning, no? Dinagdagan namin yun ng not totally migration, since ako may hawak kasi ng zoning, ginawa namin ng paraan kung paano magtatali yung engineering tsaka yung zoning kasi hindi siya magtali sa report, so we have to come up with solution na dapat tali sila. Kung ilan ang engineering issued, ganoon din dapat zoning, okay, or mas marami pa. Okay, so after that, sa may civil registrar naman, yung sa CCR, yung kanilang tawag dito, issue once ng permit, so marriage, birth, death. So okay naman, humingi ako ng feedback kay Ate Mirna. Wala naman silang naging problema. Ang problem na lang is yung internet connectivity. Not totally internet connectivity, siguro yung loading ng system. Sa ngayon kasi nag-upgrade lang kami ng system, but to accommodate yung existing dami ng processes. But I think kapag naging smooth na yung flow, might as well upgrade pa ulit para mas mabilis yung refresh rate, mas mabilis yung dating nung transfer ng data. And also, hindi lang naman kasi dapat nga yung backend lang yung merong upgrade, but also the internet speed as well. Dapat ano yan, same frequency yan. I mean, same sila ng level. For example, hindi pwedeng mabilis yung server mo, mabagal ang internet mo, hindi pwede. So dapat mabilis ang internet mo, mataas ang server mo para it can provide efficient loading speed, refresh rate, transfer of data sa mga clients and users. So pag-usapan namin 'yon. And sa side naman ng mga dev, yun, kasama naman sila sa UAT. Yun. And makipag-coordinate na lang din ako sa dev kung anong pwede namin gawin today. Kasi sa HR, yun ang last namin. HR. Gagawa namin na pala yung HR tapos yung server. Paano pwedeng gawin. Schedule pa namin yun. Yun. So, yun, dumating na pala yung nag-report sa amin nung Thursday, dumating na daw yung mga laptop na i-issue sa CHO, no? Para makasabay na sila sa processes. Ngayon, yun ang hahawakan ko ngayon. Since yung CCR is mga nasa 70% kaya na nila sarili nila, no? So, pwede na silang pabayaan. Punta naman ako sa CHO to monitor kung ano nangyayari doon. Kung nakahawak. And also, kasi meron ding migration doon eh. Yung sa CCR, CHO tsaka sa economic investment. Titignan natin mabuti. So, yun. Yun ang aking gagawin ngayong linggo for namin sa digitalization initiative namin. And last Saturday, nakapagpa-exam na ako sa Holy Cross, no? Ayun. Dito yung test paper nila, hindi ko pa na-checkan. Kasi sigurado ibibigay din sa akin yung exam papers ng nasa BSCS. Third year 3A and 3B, no? Pagkasabayin ko na lang. Hindi lang naman yun. So, nakapagpa-exam na ako. Hopefully, maipasan nila yung kanilang mga exams. Hindi naman ako nagbibigay ng mahirap na exam. 1 to 50, multiple choices. Ano pang hanapin mo doon? Kung nagbasa ka, kung nanood ka ng mga recorded videos natin, masasagot nyo yan. Masasagot naman nila. And, yun. Tingin ko, may papasa naman nila yun. Hopefully, walang mababa sa exam. No, kasi kahit na ibig sabihin, halimbawa, for example, 1 to 50 exam at naka 27, 28 ka, more than 50%. Pwede ng tres, di ba? Ba't naman babagsak ba ang estudyante? Basta kumpleto lang silang attendance, may exam sila, okay na. Yun yung kasi ang basis kung may natutunan sila, di ba? Exam. So, yun. Sigurado naman may papasa nila yun. And later, ngayon Monday, no? Mamaya, sa Wesleyan naman ako magpapa-exam. Pagdating ko doon, magbi-video ako. And also, magba-vlog ako pagdating ko sa Wesleyan. Para makita nyo naman yung tsura ng Wesleyan. So, I'm also a part-time lecturer at Wesleyan University, Philippines. In Cabanatuan City, at the College of Engineering and Computer Technology. I'm currently teaching BS Computer Engineering and BS Electronics and Communications Engineering, no? 4th year and 3rd year and irregulars, no? So I'm computer engineer by profession. I took up my BSc PE undergrad there at Wesleyan also, and took up my master's degree at NUST, no? So a little background about myself, about my educational background. So yun, papa-exam ako ng mamaya sa Wesleyan, Technopreneurship sa ECE. And sa Friday, papapa-exam naman ako sa BSc PE ng Occupational Safety and Health and Emerging Tech. No? So Emerging Tech, tinuturo ko sa emerging tech ay is mapping, quantum GIS, or quantum geographic information system. It is all about mapping, no? Wala kasi kung background sa other emerging tech, for example, cybersec. Kasi cybersec na ituturo naman na yun sa sa Cisco nila. And sa programming, mayroon naman silang programming. Sa blockchain, I don't have any. Cloud computing, blockchain, AI. Ayun, wala akong idea dun. So sa quantum GIS, I'm teaching them how to map. Basically kasi ang GIS is one of the emerging tech today kung saan pwede siyang mag-serve as basis for governance. For example, data-driven governance, data-driven decision making. Kasi dito sa GIS, nandun lahat ng data na kailangan mo. For example, sa mapping kasi, here's a geographical area. And you have to classify everything about it. The population, the geography, the demographics, the location of flooded areas, the location of critical facilities. Nandun lahat Yung numbers, yung area, yung slope, nandun lahat sa GIS. Kaya napaka-importante niyang aralin. Kasi pwede sa agriculture, forest, agriculture, forestry, ano pa ba? Flood, disasters. Madaming gamit ang mapping. So I'm looking forward that nag-grasp nila yung idea about mapping. So nagbigay ako sa kanila ng assignment that after their exam is papasan nila sa akin yung printed output. So planning, baka pwede nilang dalhin yung kanilang A3 maps para during their exam is ma-checkan ko na. Okay? Yun. So, yun aking tinuturo sa Wesleyan. And also, just to let you know, yung aking recent activity in relation to this kind of vodcast or podcast or video podcast is I have created a Discord community for millennial employees, working in the government specifically. But sooner or later, I think I have this future vision na it could be a platform or a community where it's like a digital government for millennial employees. We can have these students, OJT students, OJT, if they want to have a glimpse of what's inside the government, pwede sila mag-join dun sa community na yun. Then, makita nila yung mga iba't ibang offices in such a way na category. Sa Discord kasi may category, may channel, no? Text channel, voice channel, forum, mga ganun, no? So, inisip ko yung mga ganung possibility for students. And also, if mag-grow itong millennial podcast, millennial memo, tinawag ko nga pala yung community as millennial government, no? Kasi darating panahon that the Philippine government is 80% employed by millennials. So I have this idea that sometimes in the near future, these millennial employees working in the Philippine government can come into this community, in the millennial government Discord community, to collaborate, to connect, to share resources, to share experiences, to share knowledge sa kanilang kapwa millennial employees. So that's the idea. I think I'm gonna place the Discord link above dito sa space na to sa taas. Ito. Pwede kayo mag-join. So I have there 3 channels muna, 3 categories: the welcome, the general, and the mods only category. So I have this idea, mayroon kasing level up system. Alam mo na, yung setup ng LGU. So, merong city administrator, maglalagay ako ng level ng administrator, magkakaroon ako level ng department head, magkakaroon ako level na second level officers, second level, second level, second level employee, first level employee, mga ganun ba. And kapag ka lumaki, na umabot na siguro ng thousands, is magkaroon tayo ng mga RDs, regional directors, provincial directors, mga ganun bang idea na kung saan it's the largest millennial government in Discord community. So, medyo matagal pa, but I think consistency is the key, and strategy, techniques on how I continuously, consistency, have this kind of video podcast and YouTube channels. Usually, i-notify ko na yung mga recent posted ko. Nag-add na ko doon ng temporary links for you to join if you want to join. But again, bihira pa naman. I'm not expecting na the influx of members kasi wala pa din naman akong content. So I only have 15 contents pa lang, and wala pa din naman akong TikTok, wala pa din naman akong Instagram, wala pa lahat. So I'm currently building up contents. But basta may strategies ako, I have plans, I have strategies kasi before I have this kind of video podcast, may naging vlogger ako. So I know some analytics I have some ideas on how to hack the internet, the algorithms, the search engines, those kinds of ideas. Naging vlogger ako, meron akong website dati. I know how SEO works, especially may AI pa, no? I have plans. I cannot share it with you, but again, nag-build ako ng community ngayon. Meron siyang 3 channels wherein you can share your confessions anonymously, and you can share rants about the Philippine government. So from this millennial memo, as memo nga memorandum pa, share lang na ideas, hanggang sa maging largest millennial community, and I'm calling it as the millennial government. I don't know kung pwede ko siyang i-open sa private industry kasi may government I don't know, let us see kung anong mangyayari. But I have this goal in mind. Yeah. So yun, So today is April 15, araw ng Lunes. And this is Oscar. This is Millennial Memo, personal stories of a millennial government employee living here in the Philippines. This video is inspired by Mikey Reyes. And about the merch, meron siyang mga merch but again, darating naman tayo dyan sa mga ganyang bagay. Unang-una, hindi naman ako famous, hindi naman ako kilala. Wala naman akong value. I'm just recording videos and posting it online. Tapos ang usapan, wala naman ng iba. Unlike si Mikey kasi, nag-start siya nung COVID 2021, so 2024, 3 years in the making siya, yung value niya sa content creation community. So yeah, I think I could end that today, the recording today, then mag-edit na lang ako doon sa aking laptop ito. So yeah, the Discord, a link will be provided above or below or sa mga descriptions dito. Pwede dito, i-edit ko na lang or dito or sa description or comment sa YouTube, no? So again, thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to meet you, everyone, no? Lahat ng nakasubscribe dito sa aking channel. So I only have 21 subscribers, mainly mga estudyante ko siguro 'yun. But let's see how it will go. No? Naku, hindi ko pa pala naitutuloy yung topic ko about courses na pwede sa government. Bukas na lang. Dami naman tayong time. Okay? So, thank you very much for watching. See you again tomorrow.